Yo, what's going on guys? It is JTJudgment here and welcome back to another FIFA 17 Ultimate Team player review. And as you can tell by the title and on the screen right about now, today we're going to be taking a look at the 85 rated French striker Alexandre Lacazette. But before I get into it guys, if any of you are looking to pick up some Xbox codes, some PlayStation codes or some cheap PC games, then I recommend you check out cdkeys.com. If any of you guys are looking to pick any up, I will leave a link in the description down below for those guys for you to check out. So when it comes to Lacazette guys, card face stats, you are getting 86 pace, 84 dribbling, 82 shooting, 34 defending, 75 on the passing and 76 on the physical. Now I decided to use him in the Hawk chemistry style simply due to the fact that that is the chemistry style that I bought him in guys. I really couldn't be bothered to change him. It was going to be boosting the stats that I wanted to be boosted, so I thought YOLO, let's just leave him in that chemistry style. Let's see how he performs, and based on what he does in game for me, then decide to change if need be, you know. So Hawk obviously boosts pace, shooting and physical, putting him up from 86 pace to 93 pace, 82 shooting to 90 shooting and 76 physical to 81 physical. Those boosts make him look like an absolutely ridiculous striker, right guys? And I gotta tell you guys right off the off, guys, he was absolutely ridiculous for me. Quite a few of you guys requested this review and I want to thank you guys for requesting me to use this player because I had an absolute blast using this card. Oh my days guys. Lacazette costs about 65,000 coins currently on Xbox. I don't play PlayStation guys, so I don't know the prices on there. I'm sure there are websites out there that can help you on that, but Xbox, he went for about 65,000 coins when I bought him. This is the sort of performance guys, no word of a lie, when using Lacazette, he put in the sort of performance that I would expect from a player that's worth 500,000 coins. He was absolutely ridiculous for me and I had an absolute blast guys. He is what you can say easily a goal scoring machine in this game. I completely missed out some of the in-game stats as well guys. 86 composure, 86 attack positioning, 87 agility, 87 sprint speed, 86 finishing, 85 dribbling, 83 on the ball control and 81 shot power. So when you look at his in-game stats guys, to be honest, they're not really, you know, absolutely insane. Most of the stats that you want to be good in a striker are in around the mid 80s, you know, which is kind of decent I guess, but from an 85 rated striker you'd expect maybe one or two 90s stats. Maybe that's me expecting a little bit too much, I don't know. Now when it comes to what I liked and didn't like about the player, if I haven't already told you without actually telling you guys already, the only real weakness that I found with this card is his aerial ability. Now Lacazette himself is only 5'9" tall and he does have 78 jumping, which I guess is a half decent stat to have, especially in a striker, but in game he just didn't want to win the ball in the air for me. He did manage to somehow score a header for me, which I will leave in this video for you guys to see. I don't know how he managed to score it. He was getting covered by a defender that looked like he was like 2-3 foot taller than him, you know, so I don't know how he managed to get his head on the ball over the defender, but that's literally one of the only times he even managed to get his head to the ball guys. So aerial ability is definitely something that is not a recommendation for me with this card, but when you look at him, 5'9" should be in the back of your mind, you know. When it comes to the strengths guys, I've already told you the only thing I didn't like is aerial ability. Everything else I loved about the card, you know. Pace was absolutely fantastic. Obviously the Hawk chemistry style boosted him from 86 to 93. He felt freaking rapid for me. As soon as he found that little bit of space, he was gone, and if he hit his top sprint speed guys, there was no catching him, you know. So I gotta say pace is not a problem whatsoever with this card. His dribbling for me was fantastic. I didn't have a chemistry style obviously that boosted his dribbling and I didn't need it. His ball control was awesome. I've used so many players in this game that have such a bad touch. Lacazette thankfully was not one of those players for me. His ball control was awesome. His dribbling on the ball for me was fantastic as well. He wasn't one of those players that moved really slowly on the ball, so that made me enjoy using him that much more guys. His shooting for me was outstanding as well guys. Literally every single shot that I took with this card challenged the goalkeeper, and you know, most of the shots that I did took ended up in the back of the net. You know, the goals that he scored for me were fantastic. He challenged the keeper from pretty much any distance for me. All I had to do was get him on the ball, make sure he was facing the goal, press the directional stick towards goal, hold B, and then he would challenge the keeper. He scored me some fantastic goals, as you will see in this video guys, so so I've got to say shooting, ridiculous. That box is definitely ticked with this card without a shadow of a doubt. Passing for me was very reliable with this card as well. Now I know he only made, I think it was like 2 or 3 assists if you look at his record, guys, but you know, the amount of opportunities that he did create from other striker in the team, which was Remy, and I did rotate with a couple of other Premier League strikers as well. He did manage to set up a bunch of opportunities, guys, so passing for me, I gotta say, I didn't have a problem. Strength surprisingly wasn't a problem as well. Now even though he's only 5'9", he does have 81 physical on the card after the boost from the chemistry style, which is a nice physical stat to have, and he did manage to score me a couple of goals where I broke free. Somehow the defender just about caught up. He only just managed to catch up with him. You could see my opponent was really pressing the B button, trying to muscle Lacazette off the ball. Lacazette was having none of it. He was pushing him off, holding his own, and he went on to score, guys. So I gotta say strength isn't a problem with this card as well. His weak foot for me was very reliable, guys, and he's got the 4-star skills. He's got 3-star weak foot, guys, and 4-star skills. So weak foot, I gotta say, it felt like a 5-star surprisingly. You know, the amount of opportunities that he nearly scored from outside the box with his weak foot for me was absolutely crazy, guys. So I gotta say, me personally, judging from what he was like for me, you'll have no problem whatsoever with his weak foot and skills. He's got 4-star, so you can score some pretty nice skill goals if you are a skiller in this game. And his positioning for me was very reliable as well. Now I don't know what it is about positioning with players in this game. You know, when I use a player, for example Lacazette, obviously he's got high work rates. You know, I honestly did not know he had those work rates until after I finished using the card, because I didn't need to look at his in-game stats, because he felt like he was in the position all the time. You know, I honestly felt like he had high attacking, low defensive. He was always attacking, and he did not feel like a player with high work rates, you know. So I gotta say, it was fantastic with this card. You know, yet another aspect of this card that made me absolutely love using him. So guys, if I've missed something out besides his aerial ability, just count it as a plus. You know, the boy was absolutely ridiculous for me. He is far better than what his stats say, guys. He was absolutely ridiculous. Final score of a 9.9 out of 10 for me. That right there is going to wrap up my review on Lacazette in FIFA 17 Ultimate Team. If you did enjoy this video, guys, and it did help you decide whether or not to go out and buy the player for yourself, then a like would be greatly appreciated. And also subscribe today for more FIFA 17 content to come fairly soon. And as always, guys, most importantly, please take care, and I will see you all next time. Ta-da, guys.